second check if we're live?
Yep.
Okay. The thing won't be like able to be seen yet. Oh, I need to delete this.
It does not say we're live.
Oh. Just say it now.
Oh, yeah. We're good.
All right. Hi guys. I don't think anyone's here yet. Oh, don't leak Discord. Oh. I just leaked that Dean asked to game.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, I know.
All right. I think if you want to pull up the draft link, actually, they're just about done.
Oh, really?
Like
Wait,
they're
they're
ready.
they're already drafting.
Oh, they're drafting now?
Uh, are they?
No, I asked them to give us a second.
Oh. No, I think they're starting draft at 8:10, right?
That was the plan, but
Yeah,
Mason just messaged Jake and said whenever.
yeah, okay, we'll be fine.
All right. So who's the lineup for today? It's can you stream your screen for me?
Yeah, of course. Give me 1 second.
Perfect.
There we go.
All right. So we're seeing
It's okay.
we're
So
seeing
on the poison team, we got Jake, Silico, Hangbaba, Jonah, Will versus Jiffy Diffy. We got Mason, Dan. They have 6 people on their team. Oh, so Joel, Mason, Healy, Ducky, and Dan. Okay.
All right,
So
so we already have a one trick. So I already know one ban that's coming out from Jiffy Diffy, and it's got to be the Twitch. It has to
yeah,
be Will's
that
Twitch.
of course.
We did see, my team definitely saw him perform on the Kog'Maw last game. So I could see Jiffy Diffy banning the Kog'Maw as well, just seeing that performance. And if I had to predict a third ban,
It's Timo, right?
I'd want to say the Teemo. Like
So
definitely
yeah,
target ban will reduce his already kind of I've seen him perform on a couple champions, but
yeah, but he is
reduce his
definitely a
champion
thin
pool.
champ pool.
Yeah. Definitely reduce that as much as they can, and then the Teemo's got to go. Unless Jiffy Diffy wants to pick it first, but I don't think anybody on their team plays it.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
for Jiffy Diffy bans, I think like bans against the Jiffy Diffy. That's such a funny name, actually. It's gonna be I think Anivia, right? I think
Right, definitely taking out Healy's and Nivea.
I I don't
It's
know what
hard.
Mason's been playing recently. Like I think
Eh,
a good way to go is just because Mason I think is going to be their star player most of the time.
mhm.
So you want to ban like whatever champion he's been spamming a lot recently, but I don't really know what that is. And like I think Hecarim's always a safe ban because Hecarim's really frustrating and I think Mason
Kane's never
plays him really
bad.
good.
Hecarim. I mean, Udyr's out of favor right now.
Mhm.
I've seen him pop off on Viego, Kiana. He just has a champion ocean that he can pull out in the jungle right now.
Yeah.
So I think at most, Poison Enthusiast dedicates one, maybe two of their five bans towards Mason.
Yeah,
It's just
I
like,
think Healy is also a really good person to target ban just because the less control mages that I think Healy is almost always going to play a control mage of some type.
mm-hmm.
And like if there's a certain control mage that you like playing against over the others, I think restricting him to playing that specific champion is probably a good way to go. Because
Yeah,
I've never seen him. There are a lot of control mages in the game, so he always has options. But I don't really see him going outside of his comfort zone too often.
I think another pick we might see is at least a ban is I think Poison Enthusiast might want to ban Joey's Joey's Poppy. Oreo Jedi.
Yeah,
That I saw some score lines for that Poppy. It just seems brutal.
yeah. Poppy is rough for sure. All right, all right. Sorry, I'm pulling up the chat just in case people are stopping by to say hi.
I think we have a couple minutes until draft actually starts.
Yeah.
So if we take a small remission, put on some music.
Yeah, I'll put on some music. We'll be right back in when the thing starts. Uh, Schmeep schmorp.
I'm gonna go get snacks.
Moving too fast, life moving in slow mo. I'm a god, but I actually don't know. Homie, better put your pride aside. I'm a Benz, get more like a Volvo. Your best stuff looks like my words. Synapses, fire and burst. Got the whole crew with me, about to do damage. You know we ain't average. I ain't gonna say this again, but it's in my time. Better look in my eyes. I'm a genius in the skies with my heart on my sleeve. You force you a block to a king in his prime. Everybody got a line. Sit back with the stars in line. I finesse like my life on the nine. Was a diamond in the rough, and now I shine.
No one could stop us, they'll try, but they won't. Nada nos puede parar. Oh no, we're wide awake now. Our eyes are wide open. We're running this world. We're keeping it turning. We're living like giants. Yeah, giants. We're bigger than giants. We're giants. Oh, sleeping giants. Sleeping giants. Yeah, shutting it down. Been in the ground and my people all up in this place. Spinning this thing, go to my rank. Royalty up in my veins. I'm loco, think I'm so cold. I say something, ain't no going back. Now they ask where Kiki's at. I'm like, you can't hang with that. 쏟아져 빛이 멀게 된 눈이 멈추지 않아. Once we go, 내게 더운 날로 모든 뼈 빨리 달려. 넌 못 따라와. True damage we do it. True damage 보여줄게. 뭐든 쉽게. 이기든 지든 my crew make the beat. No one could stop us. They'll try, but they won't. Nada nos puede parar. Oh no, we're wide awake now. Our eyes are wide open. We're running this world. We're keeping it turning. We're living like giants. Yeah, giants. We're bigger than giants. We're giants. 'Cause not that we were weak, but we coming right back. This time you're gonna see how we do it like that. We're living like giants. Yeah, giants. We're bigger than giants. We're giants. Oh, sleeping giants. Sleeping giants.
I keep on shattering time. I might just leave you behind. Homie, you stuck on rewind. You should quit sleeping on mine. You got your back on reclined. When I damage your delicate spine, please don't act out, shy and surprise. They be like, what you mean? What is your winning scheme? I got a giant team. Niggas my self-esteem. Run it back, man. They think they go hard, I'm like, come again. You run out of time and I'm busting in. While you stumbling, I got this blade in my hand for your punishment.
We're wide awake now. Our eyes are wide open. We're running this world.
Oh, I have a starburst in my mouth. Oh, look at that. The Anivia band, the Timo band. Are we gonna see? Oh, Lulu. Okay, that's understandable. Here's the Twitch. Yeah, I mean, just all of these bands are pretty much by the book. The only things that really you can't prepare for are what Poison Enthusiast bands past Healy's picks in the control majors. The Anivia is just a given. There's the Poppy. Look at that. We're on fire. There's Joey's Poppy. Ugh. I would I would love to go 5 for 6. I mean, well, the Seraphine. I can't believe they didn't ban the Kog'Maw. I can honest. Oh, that's true. The Sona Seraphine was pretty rough. The Seraphine did a lot of work that game. You did crush them, but that was a trundle difference. All right, Jinx on Hong Baba. That's totally seeable. Every time Hong would pick out the Jinx, it would totally perform. He farms well. He gets to late game earlier than the rest of his team, and he can carry with it. That's a good point. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, I think actually it would probably be Will on the AD. But I think that Hong Baba is a better support than Will is a support. So I definitely think they keep it.
I muted myself for
Oh,
the
you
stream.
muted yourself. That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's okay. The stream still knows we're 6 for 6.
Or 6 for 6? Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Ignore the Lulu and Seraphine. We're 6 for 6 on the calls.
All right, so Will's on the Jinx. I wonder. Okay, Hong's on the Sona,
Yeah,
so
that's a Hong Baba champion. Hong
they
Baba
still
loves the
grab the
Sona.
Sona. I think Sona would have been a better ban than Seraphine if you're worried about the Sona Seraphine, just because I think Sona's outperforming Seraphine right now.
Yep, agreed.
I'm wondering if this is a Lux support pick or a Lux mid pick. It wouldn't surprise me if they picked it just to flex.
Yeah, I think it's a good flex.
All right,
Poison
Zach is a solid
enthusiasts
jungler.
do not have any flex picks. They have champions that are very specifically going in very specific locations.
They're pretty by the book. I could see Mason punishing this Zach pretty hard.
Yeah. Zac
Uh,
Top used to be a thing, like in season 6 and 7. I think.
I mean, Silico can play anything he wants.
Yeah, true.
So
This is true.
I could see a Kane pick here. Oh, Viego, even better. All right, that's expected from Mason. He's definitely looking to carry this game, not sit in the back seat. All right, now the remaining bans. We still have the mid laner and the top laner. Okay, Silico's Kennen. He did perform. Last game, Poison Enthusiast played.
Yeah.
I believe Silico was still like 14-3 or something crazy. They did
Yeah.
lose the game, but Silico was in control
Yeah,
for as much as he could be.
Silico is really good on the cannon.
Is Joey
Gnar,
known for the Gnar?
not that I know of. Gnar is a insanely good champion, and I'm assuming that they play it if it's gonna get banned. Aurelia ban, pretty standard, I think. I I I don't think their mid laners are really as insane, but if you want to play a control mage, I think Aurelia can be a nightmare sometimes.
That makes sense. Geez, what are the remaining picks we're looking at from both teams? Because
I think
Poison
it's a
Enthusiasts,
flex mid support and top laner for Jiffy Diffy, and then it's going to be a top laner and mid laner for Poison Enthusiast.
ooh, the Tom Kench. I'm liking Poison Enthusiast comp a whole lot more than Jiffy Diffy's.
Yeah, I
Jiffy
agree.
Diffy just screams solo queue.
hmm Thomas Kench. They're gonna have to like. I feel like Thomas Kench falls off a lot late game, right? And so.
Yeah, I think so. All Silico has to do is either just play somebody who doesn't lose in lane. I mean, a Darius,
And
even
so
an Alawi's
So
possible.
it's not like the worst champion pick in the world, but I feel like Jin and Tom Kench have very clashing ideas of like when they're strong.
Mm-hmm. Okay, the LeBlanc. I mean,
It's
it seems
fine.
fine,
Yeah.
right? It's not the pick I would have looked for here. They're definitely very focused on the team fight potential, but I guess if LeBlanc can win game and transfer that lead, oh, that's a Kled from Silico.
Oh sheesh.
I'm excited to see this.
I hate playing against Kled. Kled's a nightmare champion.
If you're not aware,
Yeah.
Kled is one of Silico's main champions. And with
Sheesh.
already somebody who can play just about any champion in the game, that's terrifying. Okay, so the Galio here is coming out for the LeBlanc. I'm not huge on that matchup as Galio. I just
hmm
think if the LeBlanc has half a brain, she knows how to play it. The whole idea is that, like, all right, LeBlanc W's into you. You use your E, you knock her up on the return, and hopefully come out positive, especially with all the natural magic resistance. But it just gets to a point where Galio can't really catch out or do enough damage to LeBlanc, and
hmm
LeBlanc can't really kill Galio.
Yep.
So I think it's a boring lane.
Yeah. I look at Jiffy Diffy's champions and I'm like, wow, I feel like none of them are cool. Not to be too mean, but it's like I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, but I don't think Jiffy Diffy's team comp is trying to create a lot of sauce. Whereas I
Hmm.
think this Zach Kled wants to like leave the top lane and fuck shit up on the map.
This could also, and this is just a
Uh,
guess, this could be a Galio support. It is entirely possible that it is Galio support.
yeah, that is. I think this is interesting because it's a Galio Lux double flex between
Hmm.
both of the lanes. But okay, I think I have to set up the custom game because no one's doing it. Unless people are just not inviting me.
It looks like people have just started setting it up now.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to invite you and then I'm going to turn my screen back on. Alright, and we are back. Yeah, I think overall this draft isn't. I think this is actually one of the better drafts overall because I don't feel like any team comp has like a very glaring weakness. I think I just generally like. I think I generally like Poison Enthusiast team comp more, just because, like you said, it seems like
Jiffy Diffy just looks like the definition of solo queue.
yeah, I feel like they have a more cohesive idea of what they're trying to do with this Jinx hyper carry and these three champions that can really easily roam down to the bot lane to give the bot lane kills, right? Like
Yeah.
with Kled, Zac, and LeBlanc, they're just looking to like roam around the map and just cause panic. Where like Jin Lux is a good lane, but it's like not like it's not like anything to write home about. Tom Kench is a good champion in lane.
Oh my god, wait, is this might be Hong AD carry will support.
Let's go.
Oh my god.
The
Oh,
Hong Baba Jinx.
I'm so happy to get to see this Hong Baba Jinx.
I am also excited to see the Hong Baba Jinx. This is going to be a cool game. With Hong Baba on Jinx, I am slightly more convinced that blue team has this. I think Hong Baba is a great Jinx.
I really just think I hate to say it because I do have so much faith in Mason, but this is so one-sided. In my eyes, this game is so one-sided.
Yeah.
The only way that Jiffy Diffy wins here is if every lane wins, and I think that Mason can do that on the Viego, but he's gonna have to break
Yeah,
his back.
I think Tom Kench has the matchup probably into Kled because I feel like, Tom Kench just like can trade really well. The problem is that like just like Silico is like by far the best player in the lobby, right? So
I
like
also just don't know if Silico is really worried about the lane. I think Silico's just worried
yeah,
about not
exactly, right?
dying, getting to 6, and roaming.
hmm I think that their best lane. Well, I guess what I'm trying to say is I think their best lane is a lane where winning it doesn't necessarily matter all too much, and it's going to be
Agreed.
hard to win it anyway because it's Silico, right? So I think it's. I'd love to see Red Team prove me wrong, but it's definitely going to be. It's going to be hard. It's not
Yeah,
going
I
to be
mean,
easy.
mid lane, it doesn't really look like there's going to be much action happening in the mid lane itself. It
Yeah.
looks like both champs are probably going to try and shove lane and roam.
hmm
Um, Galio ulti, it's dangerous. Bot lane needs to watch out for it. They can't take too intensive fights. I mean, good thing for Poison Enthusiasts is neither Jin nor Lux are really going to be in the middle of the action, so Galio can't really ult either of them.
Yep.
Uh, but I could see some reactive ults coming off. I just don't think many kills are going to happen solo in
So
the mid
it's
lane.
it's Galio in the mid lane and then Lux in the bot.
Yeah, all right. I did figure, just because, I don't know, Galio seems more like a Healy champion.
Yeah. I I don't really know how this engage plus Galio. So like I think the ideal team comp, the team fight for the red team is going to be like Tom Kench engaging with like Galio to follow up, and then like Jin and Viego just like picking off a lot of targets, right? I
Exactly.
it seems like a lot of their team fight is relying on this Tom Kench engage, which doesn't feel super reliable a lot of the time. Cause it's frankly unless you're already CC'd, it's kind of easy to dodge Tom Kench W.
You know, it's kind of ironic to say this, seeing as how blue team has both a Zac and a Kled, but red team's engage just is so projected. You
Yeah,
know, it is so you can see it coming from a mile away. The Tom Kench diving under, everybody can just scatter. I really think that Zac is going to be a huge player in this game
yeah,
because he can just peel like nobody's business. Business.
business. Yeah.
And I mean, come on, even if you engage with both the Galio and the Tom Kench, one Sona ulti, you're
Yeah,
all just lined up right there.
Sona ult is such a good disengage tool for this team. And like if they're playing offensively and if they're playing defensively, it's Sona ult's so good, dude. Oh, it's
Sona
such
ult is crazy.
so good.
Even
The
post nerfs,
the
it's so good.
basically the only problem is that I don't I think both Jinx and Sona are good champions. I don't feel like they have a lot of synergy. They don't have the Jin Lux type of synergy.
Yeah, no, I definitely feel like their synergy just comes level 6, as does everybody's synergy with Sona.
Hmm.
Sona hits an ult, Jinx can root them and just tear them apart. But
All
at
right.
that point, if you get hit by the Sona ult, you're probably already dead.
All right, we're gonna play a quick song and then we're gonna come back to the game. So we'll be right back. All right, and we're back with the game just about to start.
I have an Oreo in my mouth, so give me one moment.
Oh,
All right, it is going to be 4 skins from both teams, so no advantage in the loading screen here.
Well,
Everything's pretty
unfortunately,
even off the start.
their one no skin is Tom Kench, and that's very important.
That is true. That is true. He does not have a face that is easy to love.
Uh, are there any good skins for Tom Kench besides the
The
Coin
arcane
Emperor
one,
one?
no shot. The
But
Arcana is just his best skin.
yeah, Coin Emperor's okay, right?
Emperor's cool. The Fishing King, whatever it is, that's cool.
All right.
Well, I don't know. I just do not think it's close.
We're gonna resync up at like 10 seconds.
Sure.
Whenever you get to 10 seconds, just pause.
Yeah, game has not started yet for me. Everything is
Me
still
neither.
covered in fog of war.
There
we
we
go.
All right. All right.
I'm at 10.
All right. Cool. We're gonna unpause in 3, 2, 1, go.
Haha, I messed up. We're going to have to resync.
All right. At 20, pause.
All right. I'm at 20.
Okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. And everything's off
And
to a
we're
start.
here. All right. Let's see what the builds are. Corrupting potion for LeBlanc. Is that?
All right. Everything's pretty standard. Corrupting Potion, yeah, that's what you're going to be taking on LeBlanc nowadays.
Do you take it with Time Warp Tonic, or do you just like take it regardless?
So you can. There are kind of 2 different builds you can go here. I've seen people take Magical Footwear and Biscuits. I've seen people take Biscuits and Time Warp Tonic. I personally think that Biscuits Time Warp Tonic is better because in early game fights, it just gives you a 75 health shield. It's pretty crazy in the early skirmishes. We're seeing the average ward by Mason. You know, he's going to ward his topside jungle. Tom Kench is standing in Tri-Bush, avoiding any invades from blue side. And he's going to back with perfect timing and his Oracle Lens. Looks like they are leashing blue here. I'm going to have my eyes mostly on the mid lane just because that's what I know best, but I will be looking around the map.
I think I'm still struggling to see what red team's gonna do here. I don't know.
I'm trying to figure out their game plan. I think they just have to snowball and they have to go with it. They have to hope Viego gets 7 kills. He shows what 200 years of development means, and he just carries the game.
Yes, sir.
Oh my god, already Galio's just chunked to nothing off of that electrocute proc. This is going to be rough.
Yeah, I don't really understand why Tom Kench sat in the bush for so long. The top side.
I'm
guess
not sure either.
He doesn't miss out on like a ton of XP, but now he's just gonna get zoned off with a wave, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, I mean, looking at Silico, he's just weaving in and out of those minions. One good trade from Silico, and the top lane's totally decided. Bot lane's already fighting here. Okay, Sona's half health.
Yeah.
I think I missed something there. A 4th shot from Jin here would have been deadly on the Sona, but
It's
Will is keeping his space.
A lot of the, oh my god, what a perfect interrupt of the deceive.
See, that's exactly what you want to go for with that matchup. Oh, there's a fight
Oh,
down in
the
the bot
level
lane.
2
Zach is
gank.
Eing in. All right, he doesn't have Q yet, it looks like. You have to start W for the jungle clear. Red bot side is going to ward off the Zach and leave him pretty unhealthy here. Although
So that's,
it does
Zac
cost Jin his
flash
heal.
for Jin heal, yeah.
I don't know if that's worth it because now that gives Mason the ability to go and counter jungle the top side because Zach just is not going to have the time to get there.
Yeah.
He sees that Zach didn't have his blue buff and he's going all the way from his blue to the enemy blue. He's doing exactly what he needs to be doing here. The Tom Kench is down a level and it looks like Silico is successfully bullying him in lane. Kled just having 2 health bars is crazy.
Yeah, this is already not going to be great for Tom Kench because like I think you just have to play so aggressive to ever win. I think you can win trades with Kled, but you just have to play like so aggressively. And like
I think
he
regardless
just
of-
like started off getting zoned and it's like not super helpful.
Yeah, regardless of anything that happens, Viego is successfully counter jungling the top side. I think they actually might meet at Crab up here. It
Yes.
looks like there's going to be a convergence. There is Prio completely on blue side when it comes to top scuttle, though. Oh, Kled's already rotating down, and LeBlanc's following him from the
I
mid
don't
lane.
know if I like chasing here. Yeah,
I
okay.
don't like this at all. Okay. LeBlanc
Everyone
backs
gets
off. Galio gets the Q. I think that was overall positive for the red side. But they did lose
Hangbaba
the
keeps
scuttle.
getting hit by these Lux Qs. Not looking
There's a
great.
skirmish going up in the top
Oh,
side.
what a dodge.
Tom Kench misses the Q, and Silico dodges right out of the way, drifting lazily to the right. You know, it works more often than you'd think it would. Jin is almost out of mana in the bot lane, so I don't know how much longer they can stay without backing.
Yeah, that was an interesting W by LeBlanc. Don't really see what that accomplished, and now he just lost a health bar.
He is unfortunately falling prey to why Galio wins this matchup early on. It is solely just because of the E and W interaction. LeBlanc just has to play her cards so patient, and she has to play around that E. Because if she gets knocked up, she's going to take a lot of damage. The Aftershock's going to proc. Galio is going to be so tanky, and ultimately you'll get pushed out of lane. Bot lane being so pushed up isn't a great thing, but if they can make the Jhin back off, they might be able to go for first dragon pretty soon. Never mind, Zach is backing after double scuttling red side.
Yeah, trading his top side for double scuttle, not great, but definitely not bad. Silico using the ignite there, I don't know if I like that. I feel like it's going to be just really hard for you to burst Tom Kench down with all.
I think
all
honestly
that
the only reason he used it there was I think he was just crossing his fingers, hoping the Q pulls Tom Kench out of his W and gets him the kill. Although we are still 0-0 with 400 gold up on blue side. I think that is what the double scuttle is doing.
Yeah.
Viego is approaching bot side for the gank. They do not have any wards. Oh, this is terrible timing for Hongbaba. You hate to see it. Jhin misses the W, and Jinx lays the traps.
Oh yeah, no, they're out.
All right, that is a flash Q from Lux, unfortunately missing,
Oh,
and it looks like the flash
Jhin.
4th auto from Jhin to kill Hongbaba. That I hope is not a lead that gets wasted. Both junglers are sitting bot side here as there's a scuffle going on in the top lane. Silico comes out on top in the end, I feel, but Tom Kench is still not easy to mess with.
Yeah, definitely not a scuttle crab going up in the top lane. Those are definitely both still dead. Heck W.
I think red side had the dragon advantage there if they wanted to go for it, but I guess it's smart not. I personally prefer going for early heralds. Oh no. Alright, Galio's got his ultimate. He's roaming the top lane right now.
It's super risky. Oh my god, let's see.
He wants the Tom Kench to engage. The Tom Kench should be going in right now if he wants to make anything happen. Oh, it looks like Galio's not even going to ulti. He's just going to approach. Kled still does have his ulti,
Oh, he
though.
gets taunted. Oh, he's out.
Oh no, this is terrible. This is terrible for Silico.
Oh, Silico's juking.
He might be able to remount.
And he gets the Kled.
He gets the remount, and he eased through Tom Kench. Can he ult away? Does he not need to? He uses his ulti. He doesn't get knocked off. The Galio is going to go under turret, and Kled is still going to go down fighting.
And then,
all right, one
and then
turret shot to the
mid lane
Galio
pick.
leaves him solo. Oh, how did the LeBlanc catch out the Viego there? I was so busy looking at top lane.
That was an interesting engage by Zach. I feel like Galio never dies there, so I don't really agree with that flash, but you can always be better safe than sorry. That flash was a little preemptive, because Zach does like paperweights of damage right now.
Mm-hmm.
Especially to a Galio.
Agreed.
Yeah, when you're talking about the early dragon, the only thing I wanted to mention was I think one of the issues with doing an early dragon
Sona's getting poked down right now.
When your AD carries down a flash is it's just bad. Like this, your AD carry cannot be playing this aggressively when they're down a flash. It's just too risky. And that's why the dragon is bad, and that's why Hongbaba might just die here. Yeah, and
I think Hongbaba definitely dies again, and they might be able to pick off the Sona if there's quick with it.
Nah.
The Viego switching into the Jing for the Zapper does hit the Sona, and she's gonna have to back. She can't do much with it.
If they can get an early level 6, Jin might still be able to kill the Sona. We'll have to see how fast he can get to level 6.
Red side is definitely going for the dragon right now. I don't know if they knew Zach was in his top side, but they knew he wasn't bot side because he didn't come for the counter gank.
Zach's here now though, and he's gonna get the drive-by.
He's gonna go for it. Oh, does he get the steal? Please, please.
Mason never misses those.
Mason never misses these. Mason absolutely never misses those smites. You know, red team is doing exactly what they have to do this game. They have to get an early lead. They have to snowball. They have to play to their strengths, or they're just gonna bleed out.
Yeah. It's really interesting though that even though they're up a kill and a dragon, they're still down gold because this bot lane is, this top lane is having quite a diffy in the CS department.
Wow, Silico is really keeping up with the CS right now. So is Hongbaba.
Yeah. Farming monster. Doesn't matter if
Hey,
you're 0-2.
what did I say? What did I say? I called it in the draft. This Hongbaba Jinx, even being 2 kills down, still a menace. Galio versus Zac in the jungle right now. Unfortunately, Galio does not have the time to take the red, and he's going to have to ult out. I think that ult was a bit preemptive, but they did see bot lane in lane.
Yeah.
So, you know, best case scenario, nobody died.
And this, okay, like, Hong Baba and Will are not bad players, and so it's very frustrating. They know, Mason knows that the AD carries flashes down, and they're constantly losing fights because of it.
Kled's looking for the ulti. Kled has the ulti. Are they going to dive the Jin? I think they totally dive the Jin here. There's no world where Kled isn't at least
They
looking
have
at
Zac
the
in
Jin.
the top side for backup. Oh, Zac's going to get engaged on by the Viego.
All right, so Viego and Zac are fighting right here. This is definitely Viego's game, but Galio does not see it happening. Galio's not even paying attention. Oh,
and
that's
Zac
awful.
just used his ultimate to die, so that's not gonna.
Kled's coming for the
be
backup,
too
but it's
great.
not enough. All right, this is a 2v1 for the Zac, but all he has
Oh
to do
my
is E
god,
out.
the Kled.
Oh, the Kled pulls him back, and he E's through, and they finish off the Viego. That's hot.
That's so.
What is
hot.
Galio going to do? What is Galio going to do? Okay, they're trying to shut down the LeBlanc. It's not the LeBlanc they should be worried about.
Yeah. Oh my god, Silico's going ham.
Do not let him auto you. Oh no, Jin is just sitting there eating the
Silico
autos
just
from
keeps
Kled.
pressing W.
He remounts. He just keeps eating them up. Oh, this play is going to hurt the red side later in the game. I do not think they're going to recover from
Silico is
this.
the MOBA equivalent of a W warrior. He literally never stopped pressing the gas button. Holy moly.
Yeah, I mean, Tom Kench gets what? He got 20 CS and 2.5 plates from that? That is not worth it at all.
Yeah.
He didn't have the teleport up. He can't push the waves as
I'm
hard
glad
as
that
Kled.
the blue team is getting stuff for this here, but I'm still very frustrated with the way their bot lane was playing there. I feel like Hongbaba is a way better player to know that Mason knows that his flashes was down, and they got so many plays off of Hongbaba not having flash, right? It was the dragon.
Right, I think they got 2 deaths there, right?
Yeah, it was. Well, the first death happened when they blew the flash, right? But then it was the second death, and then the thing after that was the dragon, right?
There's that sweet interaction between Kled E and Tom Kench W, seeing how you can dash through him the first time and actually meet him where he comes up.
And
I just really think that the knowledge of this matchup leans heavily in
so
Silico's favor.
favor.
It's so in Silico's favor.
Silico has definitely played against way more Tom Kenches than Oreo Jedi has played against.
Has
Kleds.
played against Kleds.
Oh, that was
Alright,
that
so
was
we
a good
see-
eat. That was a good eat.
That was a really good eat. We see both star players fighting it off in the top lane. Oh, from teamwork between Viego and
Oh.
Tom Kench, Viego is going to get the shutdown on Kled, and that is going to be monstrous for the red team
That
to come
was
back in
such.
this game.
That was such a good Zac Q.
That was
Autoing him at the right time to bring him back into the ethereal chains route.
All right, so unfortunately, it does not look like Mason is going to try and get Rift Herald here.
I agree with that play. I think it's too risky when you're like half HP and you know that the LeBlanc is alive.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
kicking.
seeing as how the LeBlanc has pressure over the dead Galio right now, you're probably right. It's probably the best move.
Also, what's unfortunate for this top side now is that because Kled is giving so much of a roughing to this Tom Kench, to put it nicely, he has to buy plated steel caps, and that means he doesn't have merc treads for the Zac and the LeBlanc, right? And so that's just
True.
gonna.
It's going to set him back. He's never going to be able to catch up to them.
Yeah.
You know,
There's
between
a,
Sona, between
there's a
LeBlanc,
decent chance that
between Jinx,
LeBlanc right now wins trades with LeBlanc, and this engage. No, the Jinx ult whiff, and the Sona ult whiff.
Oh my gosh.
No.
That is unfortunately not the first Jinx ult that has whiffed this game from Hong Baba, but they do have immense lane prio right now, and with the dragon coming up in 30 seconds, is that what the yellow timer is? 30
Yeah.
or seconds, or is that 15?
It's 15.
All right, so the dragon going to be up in 15 seconds. We have both junglers bot lane. Neither top laner has their teleport. However, Silico does still have
has his
Kled ultimate.
yeah. And Silico knows.
Silico
Fight's
knows how to
breaking
use
out.
it. Galio's being zoned off by the LeBlanc right now. He really can't mess with her
This
too much
is
because I do
not
think
the
the LeBlanc's
best
at a point
engage
to
from the
burst her
Zac.
down.
They know
Oh,
the
I
Galio
don't like
ultimate's
this from the
coming.
Zac. I don't like this from the Zac at all. All right, so the Zac gets out. The Galio keeps Viego alive. Viego is going to pick off the Zac right now. Hong Baba gets caught out by the Galio
And Kled's
taunt.
coming in. Let's go,
Kled's
Kled.
coming in hot.
That was
Easily
such a bad
takes
Jhin
down the
ult.
Jhin here.
Oh,
Takes
no.
down the Galio here if he's... Oh, I think the Ignite gets him. Okay, and then I just think that Kled kills Viego here, yeah? There's no way. LeBlanc W
Oh,
into...
and Han Baba dodges.
Oh my gosh, that was almost so clean by Viego doing what he can.
Yeah.
Silico, I think, single-handedly turns this dragon around.
That
Tom
was
Kench cannot do much.
That was a very not amazing engage from Zac, but it's okay because I think after they got the kill, they probably should have taken their toys and went home, right? I think they
I think
definitely
so.
overextended themselves. They should have waited for the blue team to re-engage
They knew
with the
Kled
dragon.
They knew Kled was coming down. There's no way they didn't. You know,
Yeah.
that was communicated from a mile away. He started that both top laners left top side when the dragon fight broke out. And Kled can just get halfway
there
across
so
the map
fast.
in seconds.
I think what you're do there if you're red team is I think since you have jungler advantage, you know the blue team can't start the dragon, right? So rather than overextending, you let your low health players reset, wait for the enemy team to respawn, and since you still have the advantage because Jinx and Sona ult are still down, you just take the fight again and just win again.
I'm not sure how much time they did have to reset. I think that ultimately what was going on in Blue Side's mind, you know, Zac just wanted to catch out the Viego. I think he thought, hey, if I can catch out the Viego and survive, that's
Oh, is this
plenty
gonna be a
fine
dead
with me.
Galio?
Oh no. Oh, there's a
Ooh.
fight going on in the mid lane. Galio does fall, and Silico is now fighting both Tom Kench and Viego in the top lane. Is he going to remount? I do not think he has time. He gets stunned from Viego, and he just doesn't have the W up.
I'm gonna
That
pause
is
for a second.
okay.
I think I'm a second ahead of you. Okay, there we go.
All right, I mean, Viego's doing exactly what he needs to this game. They're going to take first turret topside. Zac is currently on Rift Herald. He's not trying to take it. The Bomby Cinder does aggro it, and first tower falls on the topside. I
Zac
think they're...
probably couldn't have defended there, so it's... Oh my god, and blue team misses out on first turret by such a small margin. But
that does stink, but I think that this is just Viego doing exactly what he needs to right now, and Mason's playing the game as well as he
let's
can.
take a look at the gold. Their gold, they're up by 3.5k, but the jungler difference is 1.5k. So
look at that mid lane difference. Oh, that is
that
3,000 gold on the LeBlanc. That is a whole
Holy
item on the
moly.
LeBlanc with 25 Magi stacked.
Yeah.
All LeBlanc has to do here is
LeBlanc
just
in the
not
next
get caught
wave
out.
could like back and get like a needlessly large rod if she wanted
Oh,
to.
the LeBlanc is fishing for this bot lane kill. All she has to do is WQR auto that Lux and she dies.
LeBlanc is definitely becoming a menace to society this game.
I think we're past that point. I think LeBlanc is a menace to
It
society.
is the menace to society for sure. And bot lane gets their turret. And
Alright, bot lane
Silico gets their
retaliates.
turret.
And Silico retaliates. You know, it's surprising, honestly, that bot lane didn't get first turret, seeing as how they are playing with a Jinx against
yeah.
a Jhin Lux. But just, I don't know, bot lane just kept getting punished for Jinx not having flash.
Bot lane is surprisingly not doing as well as I think we would initially anticipate. But they're definitely still on their game plan of scaling to late game and doing what Jinx does. Because holy moly,
That's
look
what I'm
at
saying.
that Hong Baba
That's what I'm
CS.
saying. Look at the LeBlanc. Exactly what she needed to do. I don't even know if she hit Lux with the W. She just needs to W in and hit her with 2 abilities and an auto, and she dies.
Yeah. Look at that Jinx CS. Holy guacamole.
Right, Silico is fishing for the Rift Herald right now. He does know the importance of it, even though it's not 14 minutes anymore. I think Silico's just trying to break an inhibitor on his own so he can leave the top lane to its devices and go help the rest of the map.
Tom Kench doesn't
All
get
right,
it.
LeBlanc
Tom
backing
Kench is
this up.
just dead here.
Tom Kench is just dead. You know, it doesn't matter how much health you have in a Gray Shield. A 25 stack Magi LeBlanc and a Kled is going to eat away your health.
Yeah. This is looking so tough for blue team. I mean, red
Viego's
team
not as
kicked
far
over.
up on farm as I thought he was going to be on this Zac, but he has made more presence on the map.
Yeah.
The Zac is stacking full armor, and I think for good reason. He doesn't really have anything to be worried about with this Galio being so far behind.
Surprisingly, the
Oh, Galio gets
Viego
caught
is
out by the
stacking
Jinx Chompers.
the Viego's stacking full MR.
Oh, I think he's scared of LeBlanc. Honestly,
Yeah.
you know, he's
Oh,
come
what a
toe-to-toe.
good
Oh
Zac
my god,
ult.
what a Sona ult. And
That's
Zac is
so
getting greedy
good.
here. He's going for the Jhin and the Galio. I think he can afford it, seeing as Silico
Oh
has
no,
TP.
you have
But LeBlanc gets
Magi's!
shut down.
You have Magi's
No.
LeBlanc!
See, that's what I mean with LeBlanc's playing too greedy. All you have to do is
Yeah.
hit somebody with 3 abilities and they die. You can't overextend. You got to pick your
Yeah.
fights. This is why LeBlanc is so oppressive right now, because she has amazing damage in lane and she's such a bully, but she can't team fight for shit.
Yeah, the blue team definitely overextended there. They got their LeBlanc down, Magi stacks, and a death. And they also got their Jinx flash blown again, so... they
Dragon is going to
definitely
be up in the next 15 seconds here, and
should've-
Jhin is backing. That does
I
not put
think
Red Team at a good
Red
advantage.
Team... I think Red Team has more prio in this Dragon, though, no? Because their Viego is a little stronger than the Jinx, and everybody is coming out of the base for the blue team.
You know, yeah, everybody's coming out of the
Viego
base from
should
the blue
not be
team,
taking
but the
his
good
camps right now. He should be
the
like
good
trying to
thing-
assert Dragon prio.
The good thing about blue team is that they're moving it as a unit. You look at red team right
Yeah.
now, and they're all split up. Jin's at bot turret, Galio's at mid turret, Tom Kench is running down the mid lane for some reason. And Lux isn't even moving towards the dragon. I think this is just a free
Yeah,
dragon.
this is a
for
free
blue
dragon
team.
for blue team, for sure.
You know, I think that red team could have made the advantage, could have made priority had they all just immediately started moving before dragon came up. But blue team moving as a unit, they're all on it, they're
Yeah.
unmoving.
Oh my god.
I don't know what happens here.
Yeah, they can never step up to this.
Diego's
They
gonna go
might
for his
not know the
Krugs.
perfect. They might not know the perfect timer on Sona ult to know that it wasn't quite up yet. But like, it's just so scary to walk into that unit as 5, and then Tom Kench, instead of even like trying, is just like, yeah, man, you got it, bro. I'm going back top lane.
Even without the Sona ult. Yeah, like, you know Kled has ult.
Yeah.
Zac, you know, Zac's a coin flip on whether or not he has ult. His ult cooldown's so low, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, even just walking into a Zac and a Kled is terrifying
It's very
enough to keep me
terrifying
off
for
of
sure.
that.
Yeah.
All right, Jinx is still
I don't
trying to put
know-
pressure
I
on the
don't
mid
know
lane.
about this from the Tom Kench.
I do not know about this from the Tom Kench at all. I think he's overextending. He is fully stacking armor here, so he can take a couple Jinx autos, but I just don't think he can dish it back out yet.
Yeah.
The red team is all going to try and collapse on the Kled, but again, he does have
Kled
ult,
has
so if he
ult.
doesn't get
Kled
hard
should,
CC...
Kled should ult here.
All right, Kled just ults out and he's gone. You need to land some form of hard CC and you have to chain it or the Kled is just going to leave. And for that, red side is going to pay with their tier 2 mid turret. And they might actually pay with their inhibitor top turret pretty soon.
Yeah, they have so... This is...
Oh,
and
wow.
Silico's
Oh,
just
they're looking
back
to fish
bot
him
lane.
out.
Silico's just back
Silico
bot
is
lane.
just back bot lane. The blue side bot lane and jungler are both terrorizing
Oh,
the Viego.
no.
Galio's ulting out. Honestly,
is
if Kled can
happening?
get through Tom Kench here, I can see something happening. He just needs 2 autos. Oh,
Oh, no.
Silico might fall here. All right, Silico falls. Viego gets away. Red side surprisingly comes out on
On
top.
paper, that looks really bad for red team, but that was just spaghetti all over the place.
That looks just awful for red team there. But I
Yeah.
think the execution ultimately, you know, if I'm a Sona and a Jinx running around the map at rocket light speeds, I'm going to be moving to a different lane, pushing the wave, getting the turret. When the enemy team rotates and tries to come and stop me, I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side of the map. You can't get caught. You have so much pressure. You have so much power to melt turrets. They're really strong on the map pressure here, and I don't think they abused it, and that's why red side came out on top.
I don't like where Jinx is positioned right now.
Neither do I. Jinx is definitely in a bad way here. I think they're trying to chain the Sona ulti to catch out the Viego. Oh, LeBlanc does jump the wall, but Viego just goes invisible and walks away.
Yeah.
That is how the chain.
I think the play blue team is going there is really smart. I think using the Jinx as the setup is just like,
not great.
Yeah, Jinx can can auto attack people with her rocket launcher over that wall. So there's no reason to have her on the more aggressive side of the wall.
Oh, Jinx with the early LDR. I was just going to make a comment
That's
about
really
how that
good.
is probably the best buy, and I still stick with it. I think all Jinx needs here is an IE, and she just shreds red side.
What do you
Really,
think? I also think with their completely melee top side, I think buying Runaan's could not be a bad purchase at all.
no, Runaan's isn't bad at all. I just think that with the IE, you start
No,
hitting hard.
for IE is really good. I think last item Runaan's might be something real.
Oh,
Jinx is
Hong Baba
so
does get
caught
hit with the
out.
root. All right, so Jin ult is canceled. Jinx cannot kite the Tahm Kench right now based on the Frozen Fist. That is fine. Oh, wow. Red team gets a really good pick here that I'm surprised about. The Zac engage followed up by Kled. Lux, I'm surprised she's not dead here. She misses the binding on the Kled, so Kled's going to be able to go into the team. LeBlanc
Oh my
takes out the
god,
Jin,
what a Sona ult.
and they're just melting Viego and Galio. Tahm Kench is powerless to do anything.
Yeah,
He
Tahm
can't
Kench does
4v1.
not. Tahm Kench
He
does not have
just-
any resistances against this disgusting LeBlanc.
Red team is just getting picked apart at the core, piece by piece. You know, this Galio, this Lux, they're both behind in lane. They're not doing too hot this game. It happens, but they're powerless to stop the LeBlanc. The best that either of them can do is land a lucky taunt on the Kled or bind the LeBlanc and hope that your Viego can kill her. LeBlanc is going to get a bit greedy, sit in the outer bush.
I think LeBlanc
Alright.
is fine here. LeBlanc has her ult up, so if she's in danger, she can W ult W away, right?
Yeah, I do think LeBlanc is just free to do whatever she wants with this game right now.
Bro, that fuck. Oh my.
Oh, no,
No
no, mute, mute, mute,
spoilers.
mute. No, no spoilers. Mute, 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 mute.
Uh-oh.
No, no, no. Why do you all filter in here before it's done? We're not done.
Sad.
Have you no decency?
I think.
All right, so it looks like red team's moving to secure the dragon to make up for the mistake they had last time.
Yeah.
It's fine. The
But-
Sona doesn't get caught out here.
But they still feel a little disjointed. It's fine that Silico's top lane because he has the TP.
I just think that Silico doesn't even
I
need to
don't
join
like
here.
starting here. Oh my god, what a team
Oh,
fight.
wow. Oh, wow. The Zac followed up by the LeBlanc. The LeBlanc just picks off the Galio. He doesn't even get to get the ult off. Viego's still trying to
Viego
take down
got
the
caught by
dragon.
the pixel of that Sona ult. And-
Honestly,
oh my
I don't
God,
even
it's
think
so
I do
done.
not even think that Kled needed to TP there. I think
Yeah,
Kled could
no,
have
I think
easily
Kled
just
could
taken the
have stayed.
turret, taken the inhib, and blue team had that fight covered.
Hey,
Now-
Silico wants a KD. That's all I'm saying.
I think Silico wants the KD. Easy.
Easy
Definitely to
clap.
flex.
Easy.
They're
clap.
gonna push down the mid lane with Baron. They've got 3 dragons secured.
This
You know,
is so
we
over.
unfortunately we called
had
it from
it
the start
spoiled.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
we had it
think
spoiled, but
we
called
called
it
it
from the
from
start.
draft. Yeah, I think it's like I feel like red team just their team didn't have a great cohesive game plan, and it's just like blue team did what they needed to do. You know.
exactly what they needed to do. You look at the Kled, you look at the Zac, you look at the Sona ulti. How are you gonna get through that as a
It's
Tahm
so
Kench or as a
tough,
Viego
yeah.
and come out alive?
And
Viego trying to make the pick on Sona. Sona's going to heal off. Galio gets the knock-up. Oh, Zac retaliates with the counter-engage, and Viego picks up the Sona's soul.
And Jinx is
Ah,
just
she's
playing.
just so
Jinx
squishy.
is playing so well in the backline right now.
That LDR
This
is
is
really
like-
showing
this is
work.
what you like
She's
to
just
see.
shredding all the armor,
Yeah.
and LeBlanc is going to get her 25th Magi stack if she didn't already have it on that Lux. And Jinx,
That's
again,
just-
just shreds turrets and picks apart the
Alright.
Nexus.
And now the game is over, so we can't be spoiled anymore. It was never
Alright, I'm
spoiled
so
for us in
glad.
the first place.
Good job, everybody.
GG's.
Let's get some players in here for the first time ever to talk about that game.
Let's go.
I ran it down a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Not a good game on my
I
part.
think you
I will
played.
not lie.
I think you played well in the early game. Smile.
Okay.
As somebody who jumped in after draft and then took a look at draft, please explain the TK and the Galio picks.
We were picking blind, and then I asked Healy what he wanted, and then I didn't know about the Ori into LeBlanc matchup, so he said Galio, and I'm like, sure, we can work with that, right?
Wait,
I
that's such
think
an
that's
easy
so
matchup.
correct.
You
The
can play
Galio's-
Ori or Lissandra.
Correct.
The
Yeah,
Galio
that's
is
my
nice.
fault. I'm literally sitting here saying this game is on me, so it's not that big a deal.
See, the Galio into LeBlanc there is nice because Galio has the one interaction where he can E LeBlanc's W and punish her for going
and then
in.
Yeah,
But
that
past
happened
that,
to me.
he just has no damage.
Yeah, but yeah,
play
it's
the
not
game.
actually that insane of a matchup because like LeBlanc has as much pressure as Galio does, plus more damage.
I just fucked up. This game was on me. Pain.
Jar, I do want to point out
All right.
The
that
fucking mid.
Uh,
All All right, guys, I'm gonna be ending the stream. It was great seeing you guys come out. I hope you guys have a good one, and I'll see you guys in the next one.